The summer of 1914 was a fateful one for the world. This single act of violence triggered a domino effect across Europe. Austria-Hungary, seeking to punish Serbia, issued an ultimatum. When Serbia couldn't fully comply, a complex web of alliances was activated. Russia mobilized to support Serbia, which led Germany to declare war on Russia. France was drawn in due to its alliance with Russia, and when Germany invaded neutral Belgium to attack France, Britain declared war on Germany. What began as a regional conflict spiraled into a global catastrophe, the Great War. The conflict primarily pitted two major alliances against each other. On one side were the Central Powers, dominated by the German Empire and Austria-Hungary, later joined by the Ottoman Empire and the Kingdom of Bulgaria. On the other side were the Allied powers, which initially included France, the British Empire, and the Russian Empire. This coalition expanded dramatically over the years, eventually including Italy, Japan, and crucially the United States, which joined the fight in 1917. The war was fought on multiple fronts across Europe, from the trench-scarred landscapes of the Western Front in France and Belgium to the vast and brutal Eastern Front. The war involved nations from every corner of the globe. The British and French empires brought in soldiers from their colonies in Africa, India, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. The United States' entry brought fresh troops and vast industrial resources to the Allied cause. The conflict also extended to the Middle East, where British forces fought against the Ottoman Empire and naval. Battles raged in the Atlantic and other oceans around the world. It was the first truly global war, touching the lives of people far from the European battlefields. The devastation wrought by World War I was on a scale never before seen. New and horrific technologies like machine guns, poison gas, tanks, and aerial bombing redefined warfare, leading to staggering casualty numbers. Entire landscapes were transformed into barren wastelands of mud, craters, and barbed wire. The war resulted in an estimated 20 million deaths, both military and civilian, and left another 21 million wounded. Economies were shattered, great empires collapsed, and a lost generation of young men was decimated, leaving a deep and lasting trauma on the world's psyche. After 4 long years of brutal stalemate and immense suffering, the tide began to turn against the Central Powers in 1918. A final German offensive on the Western Front failed, and with the arrival of American forces in large numbers, the Allied counteroffensives proved decisive, facing internal revolution, food shortages, and military collapse. The Central Powers began to surrender one by one. The armistice with Germany was finally signed at 11 a.m. on November 11, 1918, bringing the fighting to an end. The subsequent Treaty of Versailles officially concluded the war, but its harsh terms would sow the seeds for future conflict, forever changing the course of the 20th century.